During the warm, carefree days of summer, people of all ages flock to the water areas of our nation. Here, on lakes and rivers, in pools and on beaches, they swim, fish, boat, and just plain have fun. Recreation on or near water has always been one of our favorite pastimes. It's fun, it's healthful, and it helps keep us aware of the beauties of nature that surround us. But sometimes when we are thoughtless or careless when playing near water, we make it possible for the sport and fun to result in tragedy. Serious mishaps needn't take place if we all remember and practice the rules of water safety. When making a rescue, stay out of the water yourself if at all possible. Never attempt a rescue in water unless you are a strong swimmer. Don't take unnecessary chances, and if you're going to be in or near the water, learn how to swim. Learning to swim means a lot more than just how to kick your feet and stay afloat. Learn to swim well. Where you swim is often just as important to your health and safety as how well you swim. Most of us wouldn't care for a swim in slime and scum like this. But here's a likely-looking swimming spot on the river. Yet if we look a little closer, we see that the city's trash is dumped into this very location. Who'd want to swim in water that drains from this? Most of us wouldn't care to try swimming in wild and roaring floodwaters like these. This is more like it, nice and calm. But you still have to be sure there's not an undercurrent caused by a nearby dam. You could be carried over the dam and dashed to the rocks below. Here's a pond where the bottom's nice and smooth. And ouch! What's this? Broken glass. Lots of the old swimming holes may be all right for swimming, but usually the accident hazards are much, much greater than in the regularly established indoor and outdoor pools. For here, the water is treated with chemicals and purified. Swimming classes are held for the beginner so that no one drowns from the sink or swim method used in the isolated swimming holes. Lifeguards are stationed at the pools and beaches to protect you, and yet these guardians of our safety can do little to prevent many accidents which result from our careless and thoughtless actions. What can we do to keep ourselves safe at the swimming pool? Let's see. Always walk rather than run around the edges of pools and docks. These areas are usually wet and slippery, and falls on these hard surfaces can be very dangerous. Unless you're a good swimmer, remain inside the marked area in the swimming pool. The ropes are there to help protect you by marking the deep water which lies beyond them. Don't go into deep water on inner tubes or plastic toys. These may slip away from you or puncture at any time, leaving you unsupported. Immediately after eating or when you're hot and tired, be sure to rest and cool off before entering the water. The shock of cold water on an overheated and overtired body can sometimes cause dangerous cramps. Consider the other fellow's safety as well as your own. Don't push or fight on the diving boards or in the water. Have fun, but not dangerous fun. Whenever and wherever you swim, never swim alone. Always have at least one person with you to help or to get help in case of trouble. Being able to swim well and feeling at home in the water is something you can always be proud of. And swimming in supervised pools and beaches is a pleasant, healthy sport. And with a little thinking on your part, it can also be safe. In many parts of our country, man-made lakes have provided new recreation centers for thousands of Americans. These bodies of water, though beautiful and interesting, require special rules with regard to water safety. You should always swim only in the supervised areas of such lakes, areas that have been tested for unknown holes and currents, and that have lifeguards and life-saving equipment always available. The retaining ropes in these lakes are there for your protection. Do not go beyond them. You should never swim or boat anywhere near the dam because of the treacherous whirlpools and currents caused by water outlets near the huge power plants or by water passing over the dam spillway. These treacherous currents can handle a boat or swimmer like a feather in the breeze. Swimming or boating in the waters immediately beneath the dam may at times be extremely dangerous. Thousands of gallons of water may be poured into this area without warning when the outlets are opened. You wouldn't have much of a chance in such a torrent. Know your limitations as a swimmer, and don't let others dare you into swimming in dangerous waters or to distances beyond your endurance. Always be smart and play it safe. And always take care not to swim in or near the boating areas. The pilot of a speeding motorboat may not be able to see you in the water, and it's not always easy for you to get out of his way. The shorelines of most of our lakes, ponds, and rivers are dotted with boat docks and places to rent boats for fishing and recreation. But remember, if you can't swim, stay out of small boats. Most of us have had but little experience in the safe procedure of boat handling. When entering a boat or canoe, first make certain the craft is steadied, and then place the feet into the craft directly over the keel or center, keeping the weight of the body low and over the center of the boat at all times. If it's necessary to move, remain low and feel your way along, and only one person at a time. Falling out of a boat is almost always the result of some thoughtless act of one or more of the passengers. If you fall into the water from a boat, get back to the craft just as soon as possible. If there is a wind or current and you wait too long, you may find it impossible to catch up with the boat. And that boat is your island of safety. If, due to carelessness or a severe storm, your boat should capsize, stay with the craft. Seldom will a boat or canoe sink, and it will keep you from sinking until you are able to right it again or until help arrives. If you were a jet pilot, you'd check your plane before every flight to be sure everything was in good working order before you took off. In much the same way, you should check your boat or canoe to make certain that all is in order for a safe trip on the water. There should be a life jacket for each passenger. There should be at least one extra paddle. If the boat has a motor, it should be carefully inspected. It's always a good idea to have extra fuel, just in case. Remember to carry a bailing can in case of a leak or severe storm. Some of the most pleasant memories for many of us will be of leisure time spent in swimming and boating. These sports are lots of fun for all of us, but in order to enjoy them safely, we must always consider these points. Learn to swim well. Use common sense in or near water. Don't panic in case of trouble. Obey general water safety rules. Always do these things and help keep our pools, rivers, and lakes places of fun, relaxation, and beauty. Lead you to possible tragedy. Be wise, be careful, be safe.